Robert Hunt, art.10.com, and here we are today at Freize Masters 2025. Freize, biggest art fair of the year in London, and this is the, I just cannot resist doing this intro with a horse and armour behind me. Freize Masters is Freize is the biggest art fair of the year in London, galleries from all around the world. Freize London is the contemporary bit, and Freize Masters, the bit I'm in now, is the bit that has things like Picasso's and armour, all sorts of weird things, like sort of antiquities, as well as, so it's not necessarily what you call contemporary art, it's like sort of established artists, or dead artists, essentially, and weird things like armour and swords. So, let's get down to it, and I'll give you my review, my take on this year's Freize Masters. Now, I saw a few Patrick Herons lurking around here somewhere, which I'm going to go and hunt down because I rather like them, but I might just show you the crazy armour stuff to start with. Look at that, what more do you want than a gigantic horse in armour? Look at these things, and these are absolutely bizarre. Look at that, that is a comb mooring of the man alive, Trab and Egler. Look at that, a portrayal of the Prince-elect of Saxony. Price on application, I'm not surprised. Absolutely bizarre, isn't it? You come in here and you can buy like bits of armour. I mean, I guess that's your thing. Look at that. Imagine buying this and sticking it in your house. So cool. Look at that. What is this? A large masterpiece chest or door lock. Look at that. That's so cool. A massive key. Absolutely fantastic. Like shields. I love this. Look at that. You've got a cannon. You can even buy a cannon. How cool is that? These two. Oh, what a mad stuff. That sword. A rare hunting sword with amber hilt. Just insane what they've got, isn't it? Look at that beautiful little chest. A fine and rare medieval casket, late 15th century. Just mental. And vastly entertaining. Right, let's mooch on and look, carpets. Fancy carpets from years ago. Let's have a look at them quickly. Oh, look at these carpets. Pretty cool. From Milan, as far as I can see. I bet these are like hundreds of years old. Rather beautiful on them. It's displayed on this sort of background. Quite interesting. I like the carpets. Here you got, oh, it's more like a tapestry. Oh, that's a good photo, isn't it? Oh, look, and then you've even got like a sort of medieval tapestry. Quite intriguing. Quite intriguing, I have to say. Right, now, here is where I spotted that Patrick Heron. And here it is. Look at that, what a cracker. Gorgeous one there, I love these ones. That's a beautiful picture. I was looking at that in a book literally just a couple of days ago. Or, I don't know, I was looking at exactly that picture. I always love these little details. Quite tell if he's drawn around and done these with pencil beforehand. The feeling he has, and then painted around the pencil, judging by the way you can see those. You can see like what looks like pencil to me there. And he's painted within that. But what's beautiful about it is the way he's painted it. Can you see those brush strokes? Lovely brush strokes and swoosh, 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 swoosh. You can see it. And then it's not too perfect. Look at that. You've got a bit of sort of craziness where the orange and the red go. If it's too perfect, it's just too boring, isn't it? And even like this orange appears to have another colour under it. It's coloured. Over another colour. And then he's obviously nicked a lot of stuff off Ben Nicholson, but he's taken his own vibe on the whole thing in this process. Stunning. Really gorgeous painting. Does it tell you anything about it? Patrick Heron. 5 reds, 4 discs, May 1965. Says this painting will be featured in the forthcoming catalogue raisonné of Patrick Heron's oil paintings, being compiled by Andrew Wilson and Robert Sutton. Oh, I look forward to that. Right, I always like this gallery, Richard Green, because it's got loads of these kind of It's actually modernist pics I like. And so another Patrick Heron over there we're going to dig out in a minute. But first of all, let's look at this Brian Winter. Pretty sure Brian Winter lived just, so Patrick Heron lived in Cornwall, at a place called Eagle's Nest. Pretty sure Brian Winter lived pretty much across the road. Look at that, gorgeous, gorgeous bits of paint all there, aren't they? Smooched around. What is that called? Meeting place. That's lovely, isn't it? Lovely. Right. Now, fascinatingly enough, I saw one of those pictures in Frieze, London, just a few minutes ago. Is it by Stanley Whitney? That's weird. I'm sure it was by Stanley Whitney when I saw it there. Freaking me out a bit. Oh, look at that now. Look. Ooh, here we go. Patrick Heron gouache. I love these little babies. Look at that. Gorgeous picture. Look at that. Lovely. I love all the way the gouaches all bleed into the corners of each other. Look at the way that white is bleed. Actually, it's just the blue bleeding into the paper, actually. Very cool. Look at that green bleeding in there. Cover of Barbican Catalogue, April 24th. Barbara Hepworth, look at that cracking picture as usual. A bit of a Ben Nicholson circle, or who did the circles first, I'm sure they will argue about forever. We'll go back to the Ben Nicholson in a minute. But yeah, gorgeous Barbara Hepworth, look at that pencil. Look at that gorgeous circle out there and those lines. It's beautiful, it's got a sense of sea and beach and everything. Stringed figure. Another cracking little Patrick Heron here, look at that. Ooh, that is gorgeous, isn't it? Look how those little red bits are going bursting into the yellow. And then down here you got that blue all perfectly neatly organised, dark red mineral with ultra and cobalt near lemon. Absolutely fantastic. Right, and then the lovely Ben Nicholson. I'll zoom in up. Let's get that. Oh, here we go. So I've zoomed in a bit too much. So there you go, nice blues. Now, is that a relief? You've got a beautiful circle done with a compass and a pencil. Is it? I can't tell if it's a relief or not. Yeah, it is very slightly relief. What does it say? Oil and pencil on carved board relief. It is. So it has kind of carved it into a board. It's very interesting, actually. Fancy go home and trying to do the same thing myself instantly. And that is what I love about really good paintings. Just want to go home and have a go at it. Oh, that's interesting. Bridget Riley. It's faded a bit, I would say. Very strange. What was that? 86. Surprised. The paper looks a bit coloured. It's intriguing, but I do love a bit of Bridget Riley. Interesting. Think about that one. And there's another fantastic Benjo. Look at that. August 58. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at those. And he's cut that. How did he cut that out of there? On carved board. Relief on the artist prepared board. I've no idea how he would have cut that circle out of this board unless he'd stuck a board on the back of it. Unless he'd cut right through and stuck it on there. How would you do it otherwise? And then, oh, that's quite clever, because he's not actually carved some of this, but he's put, oh, that's actually quite clever, sort of trompe-l'oeil, proper cubist vibe to make it look as if he's up there at the top. It looks as if he's carved it, but he hasn't. It's actually just a kind of misty thing to make it look like he has. I love the colour of the pencil lead, it's so beautiful in these. And then you get a mimic of that colour of the pencil lead here on the top of this carved circle. Look at that. So, I mean, it's quite a simple picture, isn't it, really? It's just like a carved circle and a circle. What more do you want? How did he carve that out? Must have carved it out. Can't quite see, but it must. That board must be stuck on the back. But I just can't see. Fascinating and brilliant. Like it. What else is in this little bit? We're in here. Some other. I've just enjoyed all those pickies, so I'll have a look around the rest of it. Okay, it is all a little bit, I'm afraid, within Sir Matthew Smith. Not a bad little painting with all that violet in the background. Look at the nice scumbled violet in the background there. Love it. I love it. It's all a bit according to my taste, I'm afraid, but I'm sure it'll survive. Oh, look at that. It's a nice one. Let's have a look at that. Frank Albert, nice one actually. Probably got a The other goodies over there, look at that, it's a good front album. Oh, it's quite small but quite tasty. Really nice thick paint. What is that? Portrait of JYM. Did loads of portraits of these people. That's really good actually, I like that. And you got a fantastic Ivan Hitchens over here, look at that, nice. Oh, it's actually quite a big one. Look at the way that paint is put on, it's just so beautiful, man. Get up close to it. Caves of Green number 4 is only repeated paintings of the same motif, as you would say. Look at that, in the camera you really get a good vibe and a sense of space in the centre of that. I wonder if you stand back, if you get a similar sense of space. Kind of, but that's a gorgeous painting. I love it. Oh, I don't. Gorgeous picture. Right, now I think there's another Ivan Hitchens over here somewhere, doesn't there? Which I fancy looking at. This is another one. Lurking over here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I love these ones with the flowers. They're gorgeous as well. Stunning, isn't it? But again, you've got these brilliant brush strokes. Sculpture, thick and thin, just changing all the time the way it's put on. Then you've got these little delicate lines and the rest of it. So cool. Nice. Really enjoyed that. Alright, let's keep on mooching. Right, now, where I spend the whole of the exhibition at Richard Green. And this is it's a Terry Frost, nice. Look at that, pretty cool. I like those weird lines. Like arrow, like hoop and a circle. The classic Terry Frost. Pretty cool. I like all the lines down here, they're nice, they're fun. Look, the back of the canvas is sort of, it's like a raw umber, thinly painted on with a bit of white. Fun, right, okay. Now I'm going to plough in to the main bits of this thing and see what we can find.
Well, they've been to both my friends' houses.
And keep it running for a bit so you can just get a bit of the vibe of the place, what it looks like. See the vibe of the whole thing, see the fancy people prancing about. Look at this, so cool. Look, books, mad stuff. Oh wow, look at those, they are so beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely amazing detail in these things. Look at this one. Absolutely extraordinary. I always wonder in a past life if I did do some of these book paintings like that. Wow, there are so many of them here. Look at them. Whoa, big, small. Quite fancy looking at this one over here that's got like the, oh wow, look at these ones. Oh man, look at that guy on the dragon. Oh, my shadow, sorry. Whoa, look at that. That is cool. Right, ongoing. It's this one that caught my eye with the kind of sort of music in it. Man, that's big lettering in there. Right, what kind of took me by surprise and entertainment. So, right, there's masses of stuff here. It seems bigger than last year, I'd say. Let's have a look at mooch. So you've got photos in here. These are sort of feels a bit more contemporary than usual, this bit here. There's some more photos. Quite interesting photos, actually. These sort of performers. Quite sort of poignant in their own way, I'd say. Interesting. And then sweep over the side. So it's so fun, isn't it? You've got all that stuff, then you've suddenly got a mad silver chair. Look at that. What more could you want than a mad silver chair? Brilliant. Yeah, that's Freize Masters for you. It's as wacky as Frieze London, but slightly more sensible. Right. Oh, little Indian miniatures. I love a bit of Indian miniature. Right, let's see what's happening here. Oh, these guys are just so cool, aren't they? Look at them, look at that. Look at that beautiful little bird. Look at it. So beautiful, that bird, so beautifully done. Absolutely stunning. Look at their little fan being waved over there. Loads more around here. Oh, they're quite different some of these rooms. Some of them more like that, more kind of flat and organised, but then the ones I like are these weird detailed ones. Look at that, I mean, look at how she's dressed. It's so much detail. Oh, sorry, zoomed in a bit quickly there. But look, you got all that beautiful detail of all the little bits of jewellery and things like that. Absolutely stunning. Interesting to know how much these are. Oops, fell over a chair. So cool as well. Look at it. Look at that. I think the front is like a monkey. It's like a monkey god or something. Oh, sorry, zoomed the wrong way. Look at it. It's like a monkey creature. What more could you possibly want? Absolutely brilliant. Come around, there's more here. Just stunning. Really enjoyed it. Right. Really good pictures. Oh, look at that. It looks really old. 1575. Extraordinary. Yeah, you've got a sort of lute here as well. And then here, again, look at that. Oh man, look at all the people asleep. Folio from a diverse Haravana. So you see a lot of these things are, I think, out of books. The Indian picture, Indian painting we got at home, they are from books. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful picture. Sorry, it's a bit wobbly when I get in so close, but it's worth it to have a look at it. Stunning. Reaching up, we've got some sort of crazy candles in bits of rock, which is quite entertaining. And then over here you got some more straightforward stuff, as in you've got, well, you got some Andy Warhol flowers, got a David Hockney pool print, got a, well, probably what is that, Robert Rauschenberg kind of print. Oh, then you got loads of prints by Joseph Albers. Look at them, that's quite interesting, isn't it? I'll say I do actually prefer the paintings than the prints, but that lemony one is pretty cool, isn't it? Quite nice collection of stuff there. It's good wood. Huh. And then, oh, these are nice. Colourful. It's over here, you've got a bit of Picasso print, sort of late Kooning print. A few wiggly things that you cannot remember who to buy. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed that bit. Right, let's keep pounding on. Susan Sheehan Gallery, New York. What was? Right. What have we got over here? We've got weird stuff again. Weird sort of. It's like, I didn't realise Freize Masters is actually more like Frieze than I thought. It's got weird stuff as well. All the weird stuff is sort of historical, as opposed to bizarre. Oh wow, look at all these little globes inside there. They're absolutely bizarre. Huh, pretty cool. Right. What do we get down here?
Hello.
Let's keep it running so you can get vibes of what the place looks like. Something that's quite nice. This seems to be a huge Chaworth roll, a genealogy of the kings of England. Absolutely bizarre. Seems profoundly detailed. Look at it. Whoa, as it goes on down there. Wild. Right. So I've been drawn to that blue painting over there. Maybe that's actually material as opposed to a painting. Yes, there's a bit of tour going on there. I promised you colour, now we have colour. These aren't bad, are they? More Andy Warhol over there. Right, I'm actually going to try and. It's not bad, is it? Maybe we can do a bit more. Interesting. Right, I'm going to vaguely keep mooching on the way I was and sort of try and go up and down these alleyways, as it were. Oh, there's too much here to do everything. I'll film it all, you may go mad. So I think I'm gonna bound along till I find something else to really grab something and we'll chat about that. Okay, you can't miss out the eating places. Ham Yard, this one's called. You've got to be probably mega rich to eat in any of these places. There's not much things actually on. So actually you do seem to be able to get a takeaway soup and sandwich for like £8. Well, not both, obviously. But here is quite reasonable, probably the cheapest thing you'll find. It always looks quite nice and fancy in these restaurants. Yeah, there you go. It's nice to chill out in there. Gulping up some food, doesn't it? Right. Now, we're going to go down there or we're going to go down here? I cannot decide. Let's look at the boat for a bit of entertainment first of all. Lots of people taking photos of the boat. Ooh, there you go, giant boat. Well, not that giant, I suppose. Right, let's go on down here for a moment and see what happens. Oh, is that a Gunther Ecker? You've got a bit of a Gunther Ecker over there on rotation. I like it when the Gunther Ecker's rotating. Gunther Ecker's nail paintings. I used to enjoy doing nail paintings. And somebody said I couldn't put them in the exhibition in case they fell off and crushed a child. I was just being mean, frankly. And it was mean, and I haven't really done it for a while since then. But it's pretty cool. Look at that, moving. Nice. Gunther Ecker. Good name, Gunther Ecker as well, isn't it? Well, then you got a proper painted Joseph Albers. Interesting how much better the painted one is. Actually, also because it's not so perfectly organised. Edges are a bit different. Also, it's got a darker green under that. The colours are just so much more beautiful in real life with the oil paint. Actually, stunning colours. Actually, really, really stunning. I would say there's definitely a darker green under that olivey green. Interesting. All these really bright sort of landscape pictures over here. Look at them. Loads of bright landscapey things. Super bright. And Adrian Berg. I've heard of Adrian Berg. I'm sure he was a British artist. Oh yeah, that's actually, these ones look more like, I remember. Yeah, so Mark Livingston wrote the book. Sorry, you don't want to watch me read a book. But I was just trying to find what we could find about him. Anyway, look at that. That's actually a rather beautiful painting. Queen Mary's Gardens. Really nice. So look, he did actually... What date was that? Difficult to say. Just quite straightforward. So, oh, that's as well. Adrian Berg. That's quite interesting. That's quite different. Those are these ones. Intriguing. Is that a view from above? Possibly is, because it seems to be all around. So it looks like he's trying to play with landscape painting, isn't he? Quite fascinating, actually. To make you go back and paint some landscapes. I like it. Très impressive. These are really good. It's my favourite bit of this so far. Well, the Patrick Herons. Really enjoyed that. Nice. Really enjoy those Adrian Berg pictures. It shows you there's still a place for landscape painting. I mean, he's trying to do his own take on it, but in a way that's still... I still feel there's still like I was... Well, yeah, if you've ever seen the Freize London, you hear me rounding up saying that I feel a lot of the contemporary art seems to have no backbone or sense of history or sense of what's gone before. Whereas I'd say his pictures, even though they don't overtly necessarily have that, for some reason I feel there's a sense of what has gone before in them. Right, let's mooch down here. You've seen loads of Paul Rigo. Just, I don't know if Paul Rigo's just died. I thought she died a while back. But anyway, it seems to be Paul Rigo fair around here. Obviously, Paul Rigo's stunning paintings like that. Really weird, but always very good. Hopefully you can see the whole thing. Nice. Symmetry. There's another one over there. And these are... Oh, that'll be Katai. Katai's quite an interesting artist, a friend of David Hockney. Apparently, yeah, he claims his wife died because He got such horrific reviews for an art exhibition. That is Frank Albert. Nice. That's a nice Paula Rigo over there. And this is, yeah, it's also Frank Albert. It's quite it's almost abstract. Reclining model. I cannot see the reclining model, but it's a fascinating picture. Right, I wanted to scoot over here. Past what I think these are probably Lucian Freud drawings. That must be a Hue and Glow, you know, very organised Hue and Glow. Beautifully painted, of course. Like William Coldstream, but I think William Coldstream had a much more subtle sense to him, whereas Hue and Glows are just sort of literal perfection. It's Michael Andrews, it's quite a well-known sort of artist, but what I'm trying to get to are these two over here. My name keeps eluding me at the moment. There we go, Howard Hodgkin, that's it. Now, I think these Howard Hodgkins, all Howard Hodgkins really, have a little hint of Ivan Hitchens to them, like the Ivan Hitchens we saw before. Sometimes they have a similar sense of space, always painted on those old frames he found, but they are fun. They're really nice. What's that? That is a well, and that is by, oh yeah, Patrick Caulfield. Nice. I like the Patrick Caulfields. A little sternly organised, maybe. Right, let's keep mooching. Oh, it's quite like these Andy Warhol cats. It might just be cats, but it's done them rather nicely. It's got like a weird human face, doesn't it? Hello, I'm a cat. It's quite fun. Oh, these are my Andy Warhols. Oh, Andy Warhol shoes. I like all these things, they're fun. This is what I want to look at, these toes. Look at these Andy Warhol, these foot and geometric shapes, black ballpoint and white paper. Look, beautiful drawings, man. Forget, look at that. I love it with the pattern of the carpet. Absolutely stunning. Really, really good drawings, man. Forget he was really good at drawing. With all the falafel children, with the falafel, all the children playing around the room. Offset lithograph on coloured paper. Looks like it's traced that. Poetry. Right. Used to enjoy tracing things as a kid. Right. Keep on moving. Right. Give you a bit more vibe of the place. Right, we're back down to Restaurant World. Swoop. Keep it going while we swoop around this corner. There's another Ivan Hitchens stashed over here. Decided I like these, quite like these David Hockney. Is this one of his handmade print on, yeah, office colour copy machine? I like these prints on a copy. Ah, it's weird, I didn't notice it. Actually got text. It's printed stuff and coloured text. I like these, they're quite cool. You've got an Ivan Hitchens, that is not a print, that is a, what is this bit? This is Lord Waddington Gallery. It's a lovely Hitchens, I like it. Ooh, you got a nice Barbara Hepworth. Nice Barbara Hepworth over there, I'll go back to that in a minute. Interested of surgeons. Oh, you got, these must be lades of Bridget Riley's. Oh, you got more. These are quite cool. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. I love those Ben Nicholsons. With that kind of crazy jug vibe. Look at that. Cracking stuff. I love the jugs. So beautiful. And more David Hockney prints. I like these. They're fun. I think I've always liked that one. That's quite cool. So you can sort of see how it's been made. I like this one as well. Sort of see how it's been made. You get a feel. I think every colour is done as a separate thing through the office colour copying machine. So each colour is separately printed, and then they put the paper back in, printed the next colour, etc., etc. Fun. And then someone's looking at around here. Large, Victor Passmore, when he went abstract. That's weird. It's got like a sort of tiny bit of a sort of what looks like a cupboard in it. Oh man, I didn't realise just how Patrick Heron-y that is. The circle up there in the top left corner. It's like a relief, Patrick. Ben Nicholson. Did I say Patrick Heron? I meant Ben Nicholson. It's like a Ben Nicholson relief, actually. Interesting. Look at this. This is such a cool picture. This is a Ben Nicholson, but he's got it with felt tip pen, I think. Pen and brush and ink. I'm certain that is a felt tip pen he's used there. So I'm sure he did use felt tip pens. 78. Oh, that's quite early. Absolutely fascinating. I really like it with the felt tip pen. That's such a cool picture. So simple. Bare hug. Fascinating and brilliant. Cool. Right. Now I'm going to get back to that Barbara Hepworth drawing. So these are drawings she did, I think. Are these? She did these drawings of surgeons. Clinic 3, yeah, so that is drawings like surgeons. But look, oh man, look, she's actually hadn't quite grasped. She's actually got the cubistic kind of heads within that kind of picture of an operating room. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Rather good. Oh, look, and some sheep. There we go. It's a bit of fun. Look at that, actually. David Hockney, actual pencil on paper. Wavy water. It's nice, actually. It's a beautiful little drawing. Look at the sheep. Hello, sheep. Hello, sheep. What are you doing down there? Have fun. Right. Where am I? Let's wander through here. Water refill stations. If I haven't thrown away my bottle, I would refill it. Right. Whoa, there's another Ben Nicholson, man, alive, look. In a bonanza. This one's it's far more organised than the other ones, isn't it? It's lovely as well. No, that must be crayon, yeah. Watercolour water paper laid on artist's board. Gorgeous, gorgeous little tiny thin pencil lines in that. And then the crayon. That is really cool. That is cool. It's Ben Nicholson Day today. Look at that. That's on his board, this one. That's a cracking little picture, isn't it, man? Or relief. Once again, I still can't work out whether it's... This one, he literally does look like it's carved. You can see how it's carved it off the sides of a piece of board. And he's drawn these beautiful little circles in such a tiny, tiny pencil. That's a cracking picture. Oh, look, it's even made the surface of the background that it's laid on. And I have a feeling that it's his own frame. So he did these kind of handmade frames that were sort of, you know, that you haven't got that diagonal corners. It's just a flat corner. That's very interesting. That is very interesting, rather wonderful. And then there's this other Ben Nicholson. Really enough, it's bigger, but doesn't do as much for me as the last one. Interesting. Thicker lines. Oh, the other small one's so much better. Interesting. Still got all the beautiful colours and the vibe of that. I do like his colours. Oops. Crunching a few humans. Let's keep on mooching.
Let me give you a copy.
Oh man. Yeah, more Ben Nicholson, man. I'm completely mad with them today. Yeah, this one. Oh no, that is Alfred Wallace. Oh, I thought that was Alfred Wallace, the one that Ben Nicholson and the other guy discovered. Look at that little guy there. Wash in the sea. That's a beautiful painting, man. Really nice, I haven't seen that before. Look at those gorgeous little red trees, I love it. And the little houses. Houses all laid on their sides. Absolutely fantastic. Fascinating. And then, look at this beautiful Ben Nicholson, obviously done sort of in the style of Alfred Wallace, and that is St. Ives. As you can see, we are going to St. Ives, well, 2 days' time. But you can see the beautiful little bit you can walk up to there. Fantastic. fantastic. Really enjoyed that. That was brilliant. Right, now, where am I going to go? Christopher Wood. I think it was Christopher Wood. He with Ben Nicholson, as it were, discovered Alfred Wallace. It's a pretty cool picture as well. Oh, look at those flowers. Never noticed that before. I noticed the flowers had like a sort of cubist double layering to them. That's actually pretty cool. Rather like that. It's actually rather nice. Probably should look at a bit more Christopher Wood because that was pretty cool. Right. Ooh, is that a Gerhard Richter over here? A quick sneak at that. Sort of filling up in here now. So I guess everybody's got home from work and moonched around. You've got such thick paint on that actually. Yeah, just a Gerhard Richter. I like these Gerhard Richters, they're nice. That beautiful big line of paint. Fun. That's also Gerhard Richter. Interesting. Not as good as the big one. It's a bit weird. Quite interesting. And this, weirdly enough, seems to be a Willem de Kooning. That is really weird. I mean, weird because was he practicing? Was he just testing the paint? Was he just thinking, or was he actually painting? You know, these Gerhard Richters, which are quite bizarre as well, actually. Quite interesting. I mean, you get actually, I suppose they're more experimental than the big ones, which makes them quite fun. Nice. Right, boogie on down here. Well, everybody, boogie on, boogie on. Right, I'm going to sweep down this one here on the left. There's only a couple more rows to go. So I just sweep past this Henry Moore. I missed, I actually thought it was a Barbara Hepworth for a minute, but it's a nice Henry Moore, I like that one. Pretty cool. It's nice with a bit of rotation vibe going on with it. So one thing that's nice about having the camera is you can get the sense of the sculpture by going all the way around it, which is fun and satisfying. Just got to do this bit because it's just like mad sculptures. Wow, look at those tigers. Rawr, rawr. Pretty cool. Swans, 4 swans, nice. Look at these, like you've just popped into some British museum. Absolutely bizarre, isn't it, what you can find in here? That's actually pretty cool, that dog. Rawr, rawr. Right here, beautiful, nice. Right, maybe I've gone a bit loony. I've been here too long, so I seem to be talking to myself like talking to the dog sculptures. Right, but I will see if I spot anything else exciting as we reach about. Spotted this rather lovely Ben Nicholson working here. Look at that, I love it when he's doing his sort of architecture bits. Stuck that on the little bit of board at the back. He's worked himself to give it that kind of texture. Really cool. Probably looks a bit mangled and bad in reality. The paint's kind of a bit weird, but it's still a beautiful little picture. Fascinating. Quite a few little goodies in here. And John Singer Sargent. Bizarre. Interesting. Now, there's one other thing I saw in here that I thought was quite intriguing, which was this little one down here. It's Keith Vaughan. I wouldn't necessarily have thought of Keith Vaughan as doing little sort of collage abstracts, as it were. It's pretty cool. Look at that gorgeous little boy and John picture. Stunning. There's your boy and John. Fascinating. Fascinating. Right, let's keep on boogieing. Next eating place here is Nobu. Look at that. Nice bits of sushi lurking for you there. Pretty cool. Oh, sorry, just a bit zoomed in there. Nobu. That'll be quite fun. Swoop in there, a bit of sushi. Chill yourself out. Henri Matisse, mini drawing. Right, let's keep on reaching. Voyage through the diamond realm. That looks kind of fun. It's sort of an immersive experience. Exploring the mythical origin of diamond. Can't actually see anybody go in them. Right. I've seen so much art today, I'm going to lose it a bit, frankly, as I've been to both, what is it, Freize London and Freize Masters. And I've seen so many pictures, my brain is beginning to fully melt, basically. Right, let's try and do a bit more sort of jewellery, a bit more armour, a foot. Yes, I have totally, utterly lost it, I'm afraid. Right. But I've really enjoyed being here, actually. Oh, sorry, it's a bit weird, that view of it there. Right. I think we're heading back to the beginning. Another Victor Passman. Sure, I saw this picture last year, but it's rather a nice picture. I remember who it's by. By the way, who's that going to be by? Where's that by? Not entirely sure, but it's rather good. Let's have a little look who it's actually by. William Coldstream, man alive. Maybe I've seen that in a book. That's actually quite intriguing. I adore William Coldstream. You hardly ever get to see him in real life. It's a stunner. It's such a CC. I was thinking, was it you and Uglo? But no, it's not. It's so much softer, and subtler, and misty than the you and Uglo. You and Uglo is just bang, bang, bang. That is just so subtle and delicate and absolutely beautiful. What more could you possibly want? Absolutely stunning. I love it. Okay, I'm in the weird diamond immersive experience.
We are
Oh,
90 million
it's like a
years
chill
ago.
out video section.
Most of them,
Ooh.
diamonds, are still there. But sometimes there's a flaw in the plan. Sometimes a crack appears, and a surge of molten magma is released. Deep within the earth, advancing on a chaotic journey towards the light.
Yeah, it's pitch dark as we get out. I hope you're enjoying this bit. Oh, I'm going to come back out to the light. That was fun. Nice, okay. Okay, so that was the immersive diamond experience. There's some sort of classic kind of like loot players. More crazy Freize Masters stuff. Right, I think we are on the way out here now. Sort of classic Odalesque like picture over there in the background. Probably not by. Almost like pointillism. That's weird. That looks like somebody else. And that is by Didier Heron. Strange. Right, on we go. Right, we're rounding it up now. Do you send in your emails complaining that I've moved too fast and you feel sick? If you want to, hopefully it made you feel sick as usual. Right. I think we're gonna head home now. So, let me just glimpse you through a few more little bits of this, and then I'll give you my roundup of what I think of Freize Masters 2025, if I can work out how to get out. I may just be here forever. I may never escape. It may just be me and fancy people talking about pictures forever. Right, I think I made it out. I think it's okay. I've found an escape route. Let's just have a quick look at this escape route section. Sometimes got quite nice pictures in this. What is actually the sort of other side of the beginning bit. Who are these all by? No idea. Let's just keep mooching. Okay. Look at that. You got a bit of Picasso head over there. You've got a few Picassos lurking around this place somewhere. So it's the best Picasso I've ever seen. It's not bad, is it? It's nice. That's not painted. Yeah. Not bad. Sometimes I have a fantasy that some of these pictures are fakes. Because it looks a bit fake to me. Don't know why. It's like fake vibe to it. Look at this I did want to look at this. It's rather nice drawing. What's that by? I'm not sure, it's a good drawing. Yeah, Max Beckman. Good. Now over here, I just saw a dinosaur head. You got this Philip Guston. Everyone really likes Philip Guston. I don't really like Philip Guston.
It's not here, no.
You can find a dinosaur head, which is a good thing to round off on. There you go. Dinosaur head. What more do you want? Just imagine you came here and bought yourself a dinosaur head. That would just be so cool, wouldn't it? I went to Freize Masters and I bought myself a dinosaur head. What more could you possibly ask for? Right, we made it. Roundup time. Okay, so Freize Masters, sorry, wobbling there. Freize Masters 2025. Oh, that was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Absolutely superb pictures. A plethora of wonderful Ben Nicholsons, which obviously cheered me up no end, because they're absolutely brilliant. That is partly why I like coming here, just to see really cool pictures that you can't necessarily see everywhere else. Really enjoyed it. And there's Adrian Berg, was surprisingly good. So yeah, I saw a lot of things and I really enjoyed it. I'd say this is one of the best Freize Masters I've been to a while. I had quite a good vibe, much better vibe than Freize London, weirdly enough. Everybody seems a bit more excited and passionate into the whole thing. Oh, there's even a Brock over here, I think. Oh, Joan Gris. Oh, even better. Hang on, I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, I love that Joan Gris. Look at him. Picasso called him the Cubist heated colour. Look at that gorgeous little picture. What can you ever complain about that? Absolutely stunning. Cubisty, strange, beautiful, gorgeous colours. That sort of mauve in the green. Absolutely fantastic. Right, so sorry to interrupt the roundup when I saw that, but yeah, but look at that. So many brilliant things here. Really inspirational, fun and exciting, and you could really enjoy yourself coming here. So Freize Masters, 100% recommend it. Absolutely brilliant. This year, superb. Please like and subscribe for more art stuff. Please like and subscribe to my other channel, Travel Dog, for food and travel films. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.